Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a series on the Greek gods and goddesses, and they're gonna be um each of them different. So, the first one, I'm going to be doing the Greek gods and goddesses as real people, what they possibly would have looked like as real people. So, let's jump right on in. First, we have Zeus. And each of them I have two different pictures. So that's why there's two pictures. Okay, generally when I think of Zeus, I think of him either with a long with a gray hair and a beard, or with black hair and a beard. Um, so, and in the first one, he's got Mount Olympus behind him. And then in the second one, there's also Mount Olympus, but he's also got thunder behind him. But because, of course, he is the god of um, lightning and thunder. So I do like how they both turned out. They're both different, but like Zeus. Then we have Hera. In the first one, her eyes look a little bit crazy. Y'all know how AI can be. But I really liked the dress in this one. I couldn't get it to do exactly what I wanted, so I settled on this dress. Um, I like to think of Hera in a white and gold dress. Um, Also with peacock accessories, like in the second photo. And I really like the crown in both of them. So I do like them both, but again, in the first picture, her eyes are a little wonky. So, but again, AI is weird. So, all right, then we have Poseidon. I generally like to think about Poseidon with um, black hair and a beard, um, and usually with raging waves behind him. That didn't quite work out in either of these with the raging waves, um, but I do like both of these pictures. I do think that they do Poseidon justice. I do think the first one um, looks really good. I mean, they both look good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think they both look really good. And then we have Hades. The first one again with the eyes, AI being weird. But I wanted him to look sullen, downcast. Um, like he's been like not getting sun. And I think, and his eyes to look very intense. And I think that both of these did that. Um, so I do like how that turned out. Um, I really like the second one. I like the second one's eyes a lot better, not just because the first one's eyes look a little wonky, but his eyes have that fire in them, kind of like I think that they would have in the underworld. And I like how his hair's whipping around. So yeah, I do like that. Then we have Persephone. Um, I always like to kind of picture her when she's not in the underworld, in a field of flowers, because she is the goddess of spring. Um, and kind of in a green dress, maybe a white dress, and flowers in her hair. Her hair would probably be brown, I would think, just spitballing out there about what I think. But goddesses can do whatever they want to. They can look however they want to. Gods can too, actually. But yeah, I do like how they both turned out. I think that they both look like they could be a real person. Then we have Demeter, who is Persephone's mother. She's the goddess of the harvest and wheat. She definitely looks like she is working hard in that wheat field. And I picture her with brown hair, auburn hair. So both of these kind of do that. The first one's the brown hair, second one's the auburn hair. And I think they both look really good. Again, I think I love how the AI does all of them. So you'll probably hear me say I think they look good a lot. But yeah, I picture her in white a good bit. If not white, then probably green, but usually white. So, Ares, god of war. I really love the armor in both of these. I really also like the intensity in his eyes in the second picture. He definitely looks like he is about to go to war, which makes sense because he's the god of war. So, yeah. I would definitely stay away from this guy. Even though his personality, he's kind of a coward, but I would still probably stay away from him. Then we have Aphrodite, which is Ares' girlfriend. She is gorgeous, which makes sense for being the goddess of love. I love her blonde hair, her blue eyes, this pink dress, just everything about how she turned out. She could be a model, she could be a movie star, probably a model. I could definitely see Aphrodite as a model. And then we have Hephaestus, which is Aphrodite's husband. He is the god of forges, which makes sense for the second picture because you see the fire under his footsteps. He can control fire. So yeah. Generally, when you see like drawing or art of him, he's very misshapen, and that would make sense because Hera threw him off of Mount Olympus, but that doesn't work very well with AI. I don't think that it really understands how to do that with him, so it just kind of gives him a very buff look, which again also kind of makes sense for him being how he works in the forge all day. So it works. Then we have Dionysus, the god of wine. And I do like both of these. I think it really captures who Dionysus is. He's a reveler, he's a party man, and he just loves his wine. I mean, and then we have Apollo, the god of music, and so much more. He's a god of a lot of stuff. Typically, he's pictured with a lyre, which the second picture looks a good deal more of what a lyre actually looks like, but I did my best. I typically think of him with short blonde hair, but the first picture, I really liked how it turned out, so I went with it. Then we have Artemis. She is typically pictured as a 12 or 13-year-old, so that is why she is so very young in both of these pictures. And I just love her silver blonde hair. And she is a huntress, which is why she has a bow and arrow. She's also yeah, and she is deadly accurate with that bow and arrow, at least according to myth. And last but certainly not least, we have Hermes, which is misspelled here. I thought I checked them all. That I should be an E. Obviously, in the real life picture, he would not have wings. But he can be pictured a lot of different ways, but a lot of times he is pictured in a suit. But also would have a Grecian robe, and a messenger bag, but he also has wings, because he is the messenger of the gods, and in order to do that, he would need to be able to fly places to deliver those messages. And he also delivers souls to the underworld. Again, in order to do that, he would need wings. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like this video and stay tuned for my next video to find out what the Greek gods and goddesses are going to be pictured as next. Subscribe to find out. Have a good day. Peace.